Forever is easy to like on paper, but harder to recommend cleanly right now. That said, this is not about hype or drama. It is about what the game actually is, who should play it now, and who should wait. Forever is an online action RPG from Shiro Games. It launched in early access on Steam, and the basic loop is simple. You explore a bright fantasy world, fight enemies, gather materials, craft gear, level jobs, unlock skills, and build your character. You can play alone, but it has that MMO-lite feeling where other players exist around you, without being a full old-school MMO. The most important thing to know is that Forever is not really a story-driven RPG. There is no strong main quest constantly telling you what to do next. The game is about discovering the world, grinding enemies and materials, killing bosses, crafting better gear, and making your character stronger because you want to see what is around the next corner. If that sounds good, there is something here. If you need clear guidance, constant direction, or a campaign pushing you forward, wait. So you should not go into Forever expecting a normal RPG structure, because that structure is barely there. The game does not guide you from story beat to story beat. Instead, it is built around discovering the world yourself. You run out, climb around, glide to new places, dive into caves, fight, loot, gather, craft, and turn that into a stronger character. That is the actual loop. And if exploration, grinding, crafting, and build progress are enough to keep you going, there is something here. Combat is action-based, and this is one of the parts that worked best for me when the game was actually running properly. You move, react, use skills, fight bosses, and adjust your build around what you find. It is not the deepest action RPG ever made, but it gives the game enough energy that the grind does not feel completely flat. So if you like that mix of exploration, combat, loot, and slow character building, the appeal is real. That said, you need to be careful because the rough launch issues are real. This is a typical messy early access launch, and yes, some of that is expected, but that does not make it irrelevant. Performance was dog shit for me, and a lot of other players are reporting similar problems with stutter, low FPS, frame drops, server issues, and technical friction. But that does not mean it will run badly for everyone. So if the game sounds interesting, this is one of those cases where trying it and refunding it quickly if it runs badly might make sense. That matters more here than in the slower game, because Forever is built around movement, combat, online play, and reacting to the world. The system requirements are also heavier than the art style makes you expect, which is not a great sign. And yes, Shiro has been patching through beta, and they have a real track record as a studio. That helps, but it does not change what the game is right now. This is a promising game with a rough technical state, not a polished hidden gem. Controller players should also be careful. The game lists full controller support, but the current community read is not clean. Combat can work, but the UI and some input issues seem rough. So if you mainly play on controller and hate fighting menus, I would wait. Playable is not the same thing as comfortable. Monetization is not the main problem here. It is a paid early access game with a cosmetic shop planned around skins, mounts, pets, and gliders. No gameplay advantage is promised. For me, the main problem is simpler. The game needs to run better, explain itself better, and smooth out the early experience before it becomes easy to recommend. So, should you buy Forever now? If you like games where you make your own goals, grind for materials, experiment with builds, and slowly discover the world without much hand-holding, then maybe. There is clearly something here, and when the game works, the loop makes sense. But if you want a clean first impression, strong guidance, good performance, or a clear story campaign, wait. And if bad optimization usually ruins games for you, be careful. Test it quickly, and do not push past the refund window if your performance is not acceptable. So, the honest read is simple. Forever is a promising early access game with a messy launch build. Buy it if you are patient and know exactly what kind of game you are getting. Wait if you want the version most people should probably play. That was it. If you like videos that help you decide what is actually worth your time, check out my Mining Merchant or Conan Exile's Enhanced video next. They should be on screen now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.